3, 2. We are
Yeah,
live.
we're live. We're
We're
so
live,
live.
Cal.
We're alive.
Hello.
We're hell live. We're
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Bay. I am the Crow.
yes.
Over here to my left is Buzz Carlton.
That's me. I'm Buzz, the one and only, the real Buzz Carlton.
And over here to my right is Earl Grey Trey. Hi, Crow.
It's all like
Um,
yes,
yeah, Buzz, do the plugs.
yes. I Buzz Carlton. We'll do the plugs. It's all
So,
like
so I says to the guy.
it's all like
So I,
Who are
so I
you?
says
Who
to
are
the
you?
guy,
Who are you? Who are you?
I am everyone and no one all at the same
I
time.
I am I am the Crow.
yeah, because we
I
already
am
got the
I
crow.
am,
We got Trey right there. I
I am,
mean,
I
like
am everyone and no one.
that's
he
everyone and no one.
he's he's the omnipresent crow.
I'm,
The
I'm the
omnipotent.
Omnitrix.
He is the meta human.
I'm the Omnitrix. I am Ben 10.
Hey. That was a fun ass show, okay?
No, I'm not saying it was a bad show. I'm just telling you who I am. It started with an alien.
It started with an alien.
See,
It's
when a man
Ben
and an
10.
alien really love each other.
They put
Yes.
all their abilities into a watch of some kind, and they just expect a child to know what to do with it.
It's all
Shit
like,
happens, you know?
but we don't know a damn thing, do we? Because we're all children. It's all
Shit
like,
happens.
You know,
but we
honestly,
don't know
for a long time, I thought having like Green Lantern's like ring was like the OP superpower. No, Ben 10's Omnitrix.
no. It's all like,
I mean, unless you want to count Static, because Static is the best superhero.
I mean, Static Shock,
Yeah, Static Shock.
especially the theme song. The theme song's like the best.
Oh my god, that theme song was a banger.
yes.
Superhero
As the
Static Shock.
anime
Static Shock.
professional of this, I gotta say that theme song was just one in a million, guys. Let me tell you.
It was. Let's get on with the show, guys. Buzz
No,
made a cool
why should
layout
we?
for us.
Why should we?
Because you know
Because
we
we're
have stuff to talk
professionals.
about.
We're
But
professionals, Dad.
I'm not ready yet.
you're not ready.
I'm not ready for this jelly.
Okay.
All right, now I'm ready. We can start the show now.
It's all
Good
like,
mythical
Welcome to the Bay
morning.
Podcast, everybody.
it's all like you can't start the show because the show never ends.
We're live, pal.
We're live. It's all like there's never you can only start it once and then the show goes forever. The Bay is for life.
For
life.
For
life. Boo doo boo boo.
It's all
Boo doo
like
boo.
Yes. But ladies and gentlemen, yes, welcome.
Excuse me, sorry.
It's all like welcome to our undisputed era, the Bay Podcast. It's all like as Crow already mentioned, he was the Crow, I am the Buzz, he is the Trey. It's all like we are the Bay. It's all like
I didn't say I
yes.
was Crow.
No, Crow
So I
said
was
Oh, now
everyone
you
to
did.
no
no,
one.
no, Crow said he was Crow.
I didn't say that.
It's all like, well, you're not the Crow, you're omnipresent. I mean, you're everything and nothing and
Nothing.
all
All at the
and-
same
yeah,
time.
all at the same time. It's all like, oh man,
This is the bit for the show.
this is yes.
This is the bit. We have
So
found the bit.
it's all like we have found.
All right, welcome to the Bay Podcast. I'm Crow.
It's all like yes.
I guess we can start now.
Yeah.
It's all like yes. Well, the official start and action. No,
I'm Trey, by the way. I'm Trey.
Well, hi Trey.
it's all
Hi,
like
bro. Who's this other guy?
it's all like they just call me Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, I'm just
Ratch.
Mike. I'm Mike Ratchet.
Wait, hold on. Before we do anything, because we're still in the bullshittery, which is absolutely part of the show here.
It is.
I just
It's
want
all
to show
part of
you.
the plan.
I just want to show you guys. I just want to show you guys this here. You're gonna love that.
Nice.
Nice. Buzz, check Facebook. Buzz, Facebook.
Let's see here. You know what? That's not bad. I like that.
Nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
No more notifications.
I'll leave
You
it-
can't get any more. You got to turn them off now.
So like, yeah. It's all like that. You gotta
I'm
freeze
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna post this in your. I'm gonna post this in your general channel, by the way.
That's fair. And I'm sure it'll get a popular. It's all like response because hey, that's everybody's favorite number after all.
All right, guys, we're ready to start the show. I'm Crow. Over here to my left is Buzz Carlton.
We've started the show 4 times already.
What's one more?
It's all like this is the
Oh my
real
God.
intro this time.
All right, this time with feeling.
This is
Hi.
this is fucking the Solo Sokoa Bloodline fucking Bay podcast here.
It's all like hi.
Welcome to the Solo Sokoa Circle Jerk.
I'm
I'm your host.
it's all like I'm Buzz Carlton here, just chilling.
Is this ASMR hour with Buzz Carlton?
It's ASMR.
Okay, that's enough.
What? Buzz is gonna start fucking licking the microphone now.
So
Oh, stop it!
Oh,
Stop it.
Guys,
Stop
I
it.
didn't know we had Kevin Dunn on the show.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Will you stop?
All
Will you
right.
stop?
All right.
All right, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the Bay Podcast. I'm your host, The Crow. It's all like over to my no.
I'm Buzz Carlton, the only one.
Yes. And Trey's still Trey.
I'm
How about
everyone
that?
and no one.
I'm still Trey, guys.
You're still
I
Trey.
am still Trey, guys.
I'm everyone and no one.
All right.
Until I am Buzz Carlton, the only one.
The only one.
I
I
got
mean,
a triple in the first game of Major League Reddit.
yeah, how about
At age
that?
6, I was born without a face.
It's all like, and of course, you know, it's all like it's either home runs or nothing at all for the old Buzzaroo. Let me tell you. Speaking of home
That's
runs,
why-
guys, it's all like we're
Oh my God, he's segueing.
I'm segueing because
He's bringing this back on track.
guys, we don't just talk about
Dad
wrestling
told
here.
me I would be accepted
So-
as I am, a true man. But little did he know that wouldn't be the case.
So, like, we've expanded our horizons here on the Bay Podcast. We're not just strictly a wrestling one. We do dabble in some sports, and you know what? Most of the time it's football, but we dabble a little on updating of the baseball world. And ladies and gentlemen, it's all like I am Buzz Carlton with your quarterly MLB standings. Woo!
Yeah.
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
excited for this.
so like the MLB standings going in, this is going into today. This is not reflected on today's games. So like we're gonna start off with everybody's favorite division, the AL East. Everybody, as you can see, there is quite the battle brewing between, believe it or not, the Baltimore Orioles, who got off to that hot start, sort of cooling down a little bit, and of course the Yankees trying to reestablish their dominance in the AL East after years of, you know, not being the Yankees. Of course, it's a 2-team division over there, as the rest of the teams are faltering. This is, believe it or not, the second strongest division in the American League at this moment, with 3 out of the 5 teams above 500. Of course, Boston 5.5 out, Tampa 6, Toronto 7.5. So they're all quite close, but far away from there. Baltimore's considered first place, being the fact that they've got the higher winnings percentage. They've got more wins or less losses and less games. And so as of now, they will, even though they are on a losing streak. Next, we go to the strongest division. Believe it or
hold
not.
on, Buzz.
Oh,
Hold on.
yeah,
Hold on.
Yeah, you got
Hold
something
on.
to say?
Yeah. You have to leave time for me and Crow to commentate over that and give our input.
First of all, when the fuck are you playing in the background on Twitch?
So, like, you don't know the MLB theme on Fox?
Oh,
Isn't that copyrighted?
wait, hold on. I'm not.
They don't-
Yeah, we're gonna get kicked for it.
They don't use it anymore. So,
Still
like,
copyrighted?
and we won't get
Yeah,
kicked.
fuck it.
And you know what? We won't get kicked. As a professional streamer, I know you don't get kicked. At the worst, our video on demands get muted.
Oh,
So as
Okay,
long as we
well,
get the
that's
audio before that happens, we're in
But-
good
yeah,
shape.
Yeah.
yeah, we're
You're
good.
telling me. All right, rock and roll.
But yes.
All right. You know, Crew, I'm looking at this. It's a two-party system, buddy. They have to vote for one of them.
All right, who are we voting for?
Well, you had the Yankees against the Orioles, I guess. Red Sox
I'm going
suck.
Orioles,
the Rays
I
suck.
guess.
Yeah, fuck you, New York. All right, Buzz, next.
Yeah,
Let's
fuck you,
go.
New York.
Yeah,
hold
no-
on, hold on. But first of all, hold on. First of all, we're actually letting Buzz do the
Yeah,
baseball hour.
We're letting Buzz do the baseball hour, yeah.
Legitimately, he's doing the baseball hour.
I'm an
This is
assassin.
real Episode 1
See, I go
of the
for
baseball hour.
I go for the slow build, guys. You know, for years.
And,
you know?
and here's the thing.
We have
he
tried to
leaves
start
room.
season 1 of the baseball hour for the past 7 years.
It goes in increments.
If not longer.
But-
Longer.
But this is better because we get to talk and give our input too, Crow, which is usually probably just some witty comments about some teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean- Let's face it, that's all we can really offer here.
Tampa Bay has the best looking jerseys. All right, moving on.
So like
Yeah,
the
next.
City Connect jerseys. So like
They're the best.
so,
They're the
like-
best.
They are.
But we are going to the strongest division in the American League, which is, believe it or not, the American League Central, with at the time, 4 out of the 5 teams being
Oh,
above
Jesus.
500. But
God.
we've got the Cleveland Guardians going off to a monstrous start, 26-16. However, Minnesota playing catch up there. So like because Cleveland got off to a huge start. I believe at one point they were like 17-1 or something like that. They've definitely faltered since then, but still, Minnesota right behind them, a game out at 24-16. Kansas City right behind them at a game and a half. Detroit Tigers 4.5 games out. Of course, I, being a Tigers fan, know that they did lose today, so we're actually at 500. So like, but going into today, we were 21-20. And of course, the Chicago White Sox, the only team that's truly eliminated from playoff contention, at 12-29.
Yay!
Fuck the White Sox.
Fuck the White Sox. That's all I have to say.
So like, all right.
Hey! We beat Cleveland in 2016. Okay.
You
did.
You did.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
We did.
So like, Trey, you are due for a World Series do-over, aren't you?
I sure am. Next.
We're going to the weakest division in the American League, and that is the American League West, as only 2 teams are above 500. Seattle Mariners being the team of choice right now at 23-19. Texas Rangers a game and a half behind them. And of course the Sacramento Athletics, so like at 19-24. So like the Houston Astros, obviously they stopped cheating or they just got really bad at it. As they're 6.5 games.
Leave the ladder.
However, the fall from grace after losing, of course, Ohtani to free agency and now Mike Trout out due to injury, their top 2 hitters just gone or injured. They are now the bottom of the barrel, 8 games out of first place, 15-27, guys.
Oh God. Like the Angels got Thanos into oblivion here.
Yeah, because everybody went to the other Los Angeles team. They went to the Dodgers. So,
Mike Trout, get the fuck out of there.
So like he's the career one that just hasn't left yet, and he's gonna be next because he's gonna want to go for a title somewhere, and it seems like the Dodgers are seems to be the cool place right now, but we'll see what happens with that.
Hell yeah.
However, we're going to the other side of the spectrum. Welcome to the National League East, ladies and gentlemen, where we've got the Philadelphia Phillies 29-13, Atlanta right behind them at 25-13. The only 2 teams above 500 in this division, as the Nats are at 8.5 games out, below 500, 19-20. The Mets right behind them at 19-21 with 9 games. The worst team in the major leagues, 11-32. We just lost to them tonight after beating them yesterday. The Miami Marlins, at 18.5 games out. They are now 12-32, I can confirm, but like I said, this is going into today. The Miami Marlins still, I believe, the worst team, pending the Chicago White Sox results today. But yeah,
Hey,
this is.
why does Why does the Nationals logo look like the Walgreens W?
It's all like because just
Like, have you ever looked at the Walgreens W and then looked at the Nationals logo and you're thinking like, man, that's solid product placement.
Because like Walgreens, the Washington National players are all on drugs. All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I can neither
What
confirm nor
a
deny
call.
that. Yes, I can neither
What a
confirm
call.
or deny that. So that's
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh no. But,
Allegedly.
of course, Trey and Crow's favorite division, the National League Central. So like, which is owned right now by the Milwaukee Brewers at 24-17. Chicago right behind them, a half game out at 24-18. The rest of the teams.
We could win the division.
We really
Trey.
could. We'll take it from here, Buzz. We'll take it from here.
Yeah. This is our wheelhouse. You shut up.
Pittsburgh, even though Crow likes them in Reddit ball, they fucking suck. They're 19 to 23.
Yeah, they fucking suck. St. Louis, I'm really glad they suck this year.
Are you talking Reddit ball or real ball?
Yes.
And
But
then
the Brewers had a solid team last year, and they're continuing that trend. I'm surprised Chicago's doing as well as we are right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think we just lost. So you know what? We're not.
Did we
doing
just
that
lose?
well,
Well then, yeah. But point is, I'm like full on like hockey mode right now. So like I'm kind of behind on baseball right now. No.
Just be goofy
We're-
today.
No, we did a big old fuck yeah today, or yesterday rather.
Yeah, because I thought you guys were doomed when you're breaking 3-0 leads, losing playoffs game, but you guys rebounded and guys are controlling your own destiny again. So
Yeah, exactly.
That's
But
not
we're
bad.
not talking about hockey. We're talking about baseball.
that's right.
If we can keep the bats hot in Chicago, like I have no doubt in my mind we could at least make it to playoff ball.
Fair enough.
At least a wild card.
Yeah.
At least a wild card slot, and then we get eliminated in the first round of the wild card.
Very optimal thinking.
I would be happy. I would consider that a successful season. Trey?
Yeah, Crow. I think that. Well, if we win the division, it's going to be. We don't even get in the wild card if we win the division. So.
No, because then we get that first round bye.
Yeah, and then Milwaukee has to play in the wild card, and they get eliminated. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you, Milwaukee. Fuck you, Pittsburgh. Fuck you, Cincinnati.
Fuck you, St.
Fuck
Louis.
you, real life St. Louis. Buzz,
Yeah.
back to you.
All right. It's all like, of course. It's all like Trey and Crow have Trey, the natural-born Chicago Cubs fan. Crow, honorary adopted Chicago Cubs fan. It's all like, but
Not honorary.
It's all like-
I am full blown Chicago Cubs.
there you go. It's all like in the
I'm
national
not adopted.
in the National League West, we've got the favorites to go all the way, Los Angeles Dodgers at 28-15, running away with their division already. It's the only team above 500. The Padres 6.5 games out, 22 all over there, 20-22 Diamondbacks. This is the weakest division in the National Leagues. So like 7.5 games out. The Giants 9 games out. The team that once dominated the early 2010s is now fallen from grace. And of course, I believe the third worst team in the major leagues, only in front of the White Sox and the Marlins. You got the Colorado Rockies at 13-28. So the first quarter, we'll see how it looks as we get to the midway point. But
I'll say this much. Shuhei better win them a ring.
Yeah,
At
I think
this
he's
rate,
injured.
is he?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I think it happened not too long ago. It's all like, but we'll see what happens. I mean, of course, we've seen crazier things in baseball. This is just the first quarter of a long season. Come July, we'll see where we're at. Come All-Star break, we'll see where everybody's at. Teams can get hot, teams can cool down, injuries can happen. So, but that has been our baseball standings report. Back to the Bay podcast.
I don't even know how we're gonna follow that, Trey.
Thank you, Buzz. We'll see you for the next baseball report. Come All-Star break.
Yes, All-Star
Yeah.
break. We'll definitely get an update to see where everybody's at.
Crow.
Yeah.
All I have to say is we've been sitting on this for 7 years, and
Yeah.
it was actually very good.
It actually was pretty good.
It
He
was.
knew his shit, and
It's all a part of the
like
plan.
I kind of feel bad now for tempting him with with a baseball talk and then just taking it away. And now that we've like legitimately given it to him with no strings, he actually knocked it out of the park. No pun intended.
Well, Crow, like WWE, it's a new era here at the Bay. So
That's what this is all about.
It's the Paul Levesque regime.
It's the Paul Levesque.
So like
It's the
what we
Paul
do
Levesque
here.
era in the Bay podcast.
This is where we give people time, and you don't ask any hard questions at press conferences, guys. Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Because then you get mad at it.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about
that's
that?
True.
No.
Yeah.
What's up?
So apparently there was a question at the Backlash presser about Drew Gulak and did his involvement with Ronda Rousey and doing what he did have any issues with his release? And Paul Levesque said you shouldn't be citing sources such as PWI or Fightful because they're unreliable. And then WWE did a full damage
180.
control where where they said Sean Ross Sapp and Fightful are good references for wrestling news. And then they even sent Sean Ross Sapp a cheese basket personally signed by Paul.
It's all because I was all because I can confirm Fightful is my main source for wrestling.
I think Fightful's the better news source out there. I mean, because they at least verify their sources before they even run with anything, and if they do run with something, they at least specify that it's rumor.
Yeah. They won't.
I say I'll always go Fightful for straight up breaking news. And if I want more insight, I'll go to Post because John Pollock usually is the one that follows up with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So those are definitely the go-tos. Obviously, Triple H was caught in a emotional moment there apparently, and so
and to be fair, he had just gotten done putting on a hell of a show. Well, quote unquote hell of a show.
Yeah.
I mean, you can listen to our review from last week. We won't get into it. But he was probably expecting more questions about the show, and not necessarily about former employees.
And that's what I think caught him. I think it was one of them things where I don't want we just put on the hell of a show. Did you see that crowd? Did you see the program? And you're gonna try and overshadow it with something that has nothing to do with Backlash.
It's one thing to ask about Vince right after.
Yeah.
Right. That's one thing, because that guy is directly involved with your creative talent. That's one thing. I commend any reporter doing that in that situation. But asking about an employee that whose contract just didn't get renewed, and there was allegations about him from Ronda Rousey, which there hasn't really. I haven't seen any concrete evidence. If there is, would love to see it. But I think Triple H is done answering drama questions.
Yeah, and it's all Go ahead, Trey.
At the same time, though, I think that if he doesn't want these type of questions at these pressers and only wants it related to the pay-per-view, they have to either specify that at the beginning, or he has to open himself up to more questions. Not at press conferences.
Yeah.
I mean, if they open themselves up for questioning beforehand.
Yeah, and that's valid too. You can't just expect, softball questions at a press conference. You're gonna get hard questions.
especially if this is like the only opportunity that people get to ask.
Yeah, I mean, I get, but yeah, it's sort of like you can sort of see it both ways. Like, yeah, it's just a person asking a question to get the news story, like get the facts out, like, okay, what's going on. And then you can look at it at Triple H as that, like, well, this is the backlash press conference, not the WWE press conference. So what do you got to say about the show or upcoming, so you could
And
sort of
that's
look at it
valid
both
too.
ways.
That's valid too, but like, call it a post-event press conference
Yeah, oh
and
yeah,
specify at the
yeah.
beginning we're only going to be taking questions about the event or related to the event, not necessarily about the company as a whole, because there's a time and a place for that. You could have specified at that, but you make it an open press conference.
So like, yeah,
So
and I at the end of the day, um, our boy Trips, Paul Levesque, wherever you want to call him, he could have handled that a little better though. So
Yeah, yeah, you probably could have.
like you got to do better. You got to do better. You've been in the game long enough. This ain't your first rodeo. So like you got to have
right.
better answers than that. It's just the way it is. It's a part of the, no pun intended. It's part of the game. So like it is what it is. Come on now. Like, come on.
It is.
Yeah.
It
All right,
is
all
what it is.
right. Moving on.
Speaking
Moving
of
on,
game,
Muff.
it's all like this is brought to, once again. It's all like the game of football, as we've had the rookie camp not too long ago. fine. We're fine. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one, and I'm looking forward to hopefully finally getting the opportunity for the Detroit Lions to hopefully maybe I keep saying it, but hopefully this is our year. I'm not saying that's going to be easy, and now we're not under the radar anymore as the NFC North champions. We're no longer a team below the radar, so people won't look past us anymore, which is actually a bad thing because when people look past you, that's when you can sneak in. That's why last year I thought a lot of people looked past us because we still had the Detroit Lions, but now. We won last year. We were an inch away from the Super Bowl. I think now that we're on the radar of a lot of teams, that's going to be a downfall.
You've gotten closer than you've had in a long time.
It was
so
close,
you're going to be on a lot of people's radar, and a lot of people are going to be taking you more seriously this season, I believe.
And I kind of don't like that.
No, embrace that. You got to embrace that because, that's the only because iron sharpens iron, my friend.
I mean, I guess. So, I know you're not
iron
too
sharpens iron.
I know you're not too optimistic on your end over there.
Yeah, I was getting to that. Dallas is gonna fucking suck. It has nothing to do with the rookies. It's just we are so fucking mismanaged. It is ridiculous. We should have gotten rid of Mike McCarthy after this last season, but we didn't. We should have we shouldn't let Jerry Jones make all the decisions regarding his players, but we do. We are literally in the worst possible season that we will ever have. However, every time we win, you bet your ass I'm going to say we're going to the fucking Super Bowl. Every time. You know it's going to happen.
There's always going to be that belief of Vision Quest.
Yeah, Vision Quest is still happening, but it's not going to be a thing. I'm fully believing that we will once again make it to the first round and then bow out of the first round. Because that's what we do best.
So
get so good that people think we might actually do it and then become fraudulent in the first round.
So and then of course there's the Trey Bears, and Trey has sort of gotten a breath of rejuvenation over there. So how are you feeling about your boys?
Well, Buzz, Crow. A lot of happening going on in Chicago. I think that Justin Fields might be out the door. From what I hear, according to The Athletic, Justin Fields was just an absolute dickhole his first year in the Bears locker room. Big Dick Nick did not like Justin Fields at all. That's been the big prevailing issue going on this week in Chicagoland. And what we have here right now is we have Matt Eberflus, the head coach of the Chicago Bears, going out this week telling us that Caleb Williams, unsurprisingly, QB number 1. Tyson Bagent not going to be QB number 1 this year. And that is A-okay with me, guys. And you know what? We have Keenan Allen.
Let him do it. Let him do the damn thing. Let the rookie let the rookie show what exactly he's made of. I want to see it. And you know what? Honestly, I hope he's successful. I genuinely do. Because I'm tired of sucking and then my friends sucking. I want all of my other friends to be happy. That way I can just be mad and just be mad. That's all I want to be, is mad.
Crow, let me tell you something. Buzz, let me tell you too. I'm with Crow on this one. I am tired of everybody feeling sad like it's a 2010 emo orgy, where everybody's just sad, nobody's having fun. And let me tell you guys something about this team here. We have Keenan Allen, we have DJ Moore, we have Roman Dunje. They could be QB, or not QB, but WR, wide receiver number 1 on most teams. We have 3 great wide receivers. We have a great rookie quarterback. Offensive line not too shabby anymore. It doesn't look like Caleb Williams is going to take 58 sacks this year. And hopefully we can get Jordan Love 15 times and pick off the $170 million man, Jared Goff, at least 5 times. Fuck you, Detroit. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys after training camp.
So, like, fair enough.
Back to you, Buzz.
Yes. So, like, so we will definitely be actively covering football once the season starts up. Go Michigan Panthers, by the way, and there.
This episode's called
So.
filler.
Yes. So, like, oh yeah, we haven't even gotten to the wrestling stuff yet, and we're 30+ minutes in, boys. So, like, but don't worry, we're still not ready for wrestling yet. Why? Because there's a certain somebody who's bringing back a certain segment. So, like, and
Is it now time for our favorite recurring segment?
It is time
It's
for
time for our favorite recurring segment.
So, like, Trey, I believe this is your review, right?
Oh no, I'm gonna hand it off to Crow here.
Oh, Crow. Okay.
No.
Woo! Congratulations.
But we're not done yet.
Oh, you're not done. Go ahead.
Yeah,
It's all like
that is a mouthful to say.
it can be. I could see how that could be like one of them like hidden tongue twisters there.
Yes. And now we move on. I'm done with my drink reviews.
So like, hey man, that's fine though. It's all like 3 for the price of 1, and well, now it's time to get into the wrestling part, guys. Guys, it's
That the reason why we're here.
The reason why
We're 15 minutes up in the show.
like yes, so like I'll just speed through a couple of announcements. Of course,
It was a slow news week. Guys.
It was, but
Yeah, guys, this is really a backdoor pilot for the New Bay podcast.
For the New Bay podcast, so like we can confirm that Jerry the King Lawler is hanging up his career. They did ask if he was possibly going to reunite with JR one more time, but he was all like, not only do I not follow AEW, he says he doesn't watch much of wrestling anymore at all. So it looks like he's about ready. Of course, he suffered a stroke last year, I believe, and he's just calling it. So we definitely wish Jerry the King Lawler the best of luck. Sort of another one of the old guards, just stepping away.
You know what? Like, let him enjoy it. Let him have the end of his career. Let him like just sail off into the sunset. And yeah, that's really pretty much it.
So like, and
yeah.
We can confirm also something that will probably be covered by at least myself and Trey. We can confirm on November 2nd, Game Changer Wrestling GCW is headed to Hawaii.
Hell yes!
In the Hawaii Convention Center in Honolulu. It's all like a few blocks away from the beach of Waikiki. So it's going to be an interesting situation going on there, something that we will more than likely cover, sort of like their own little bash at the beach there. And of course, it's in Hawaii, so even if it's in November, it's probably still going to be freaking amazing over there weather-wise. So that's going to be fun. And of course, we've been watching a lot more GCW, especially during the spring break situation. That's going to be fun to sort of check out. And congratulations to Hawaii for actually being able to get a wrestling event as well, something that they don't get to see too often over there. So
I imagine there's wrestling in Hawaii.
I'm sure there is, just nothing like big time. Like in comparison to what they do get, GCW is probably a big time for them, and GCW for the most part is sort of like that gem promotion out there. That's just, you can't consider it like the mainstream big, but it's a viable entertainment option as far as the indies are concerned. As far as the indies,
so GCW is going big time.
It's all like
I'm on my way. I'm making it.
It's all like the big news that will take place in the 2020-15 season, guys. The bidding war has begun. He has confirmed it that his multi-deal signed with TNA will run through the end of 2024, but it will expire in 2024. And he is leaving it option. He doesn't have an option year on him. They don't have an option year on him. He's going to be a free agent, which could set up for the hottest free agent out there in 2025 for AEW or WWE to snag up. And guys, that poses the question is, where will he end up and where do you want him to go?
TNA.
Wait, hold on. Who is this guy? Like, he looks like 1-2-3 Kid.
That's Speedball Mike freaking Bailey.
I'm joking. I know
the
who
most
he is.
prolific wrestler in the world, and he's the uno dos tres kid.
I know who Mike. I know who Mike Bailey is. I was just being dumb, but I don't know. I mean, logic says AEW, but he might work really well in WWE.
He would be good in the speed division, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Trey, a huge fan of
to our new speed champion.
Yeah.
Ricochet.
So like, and
who
Trey
doesn't even wear the belt on TV.
Trey's a huge fan of the speed matches too.
Yeah.
He loves it fast and furious.
I do like it fast and furious until I take it slow and sweet, Buzz. Until I take it slow and sweet.
Slow and steady, number 2. Slow and steady.
All
It's
right.
cheese, Mr. Squidward, with cheese.
Oh. So like, but yeah, of course, I've gotten to really love Speedball. He's everywhere. I think he could easily work well with WWE, but I believe because of his prolific style, AEW would be the better fit because he's the kind of guy who wants to go everywhere. And though WWE is open and expanding with this new era, AEW is still the place you want to go if you want to wrestle in other places, even outside of AEW, because they share their wrestlers everywhere with,
Well,
you know.
that might not be such a big thing anymore. That might not be a big draw because, literally Shayna Baszler was on Bloodsport.
Yeah, it's true.
So that might not be such a draw anymore, especially since Triple H is willingly sending out some highbrow talent because Shayna Baszler is not just some no name.
So like, yeah, that's very true. And that blood sport intervention, like I said, it's in its infancy over there. That's why I'm not saying that it won't happen. It's just it doesn't happen as often, and it's more of along the lines of we've got to see what transpires in the future over there. Whereas AEW has a well documented history of sharing wrestlers with other promotions
And
going
plus,
all
you're
over the
speaking
place.
on Mike Bailey now. You're not speaking on Mike Bailey like a couple years from now. Mike Bailey may be getting tired of traveling so much because WWE has a much more lax schedule. I mean, I know they go place to place every week, but that's a little bit more steady than say you were in Japan for this amount of time and then you go to America, then you go to Mexico, and then you go that's a hard schedule.
It is, but he's. It depends. I mean, because he knows when that like maybe down the road you're right, but I mean he's volunteering to do all this. He could easily say no to any of these, and not have as rigorous of a traveling schedule. So I think quite the opposite. I think he wants to do more. I think he's gonna turn it into the next gear. Come down the road
We'll
because
see.
he's still young. He's still young. He can still do it.
The only
So.
one that knows the answer to this question is Speedball Mike Bailey. That's the only one that knows the answer to this question.
Yep.
Fair enough.
We
Fair
can
enough.
speculate all day, but we won't know until the end of 2024.
It's all like fair enough. It's all like we send our best out to Wheeler Yuta, who, if y'all don't know, has been missing from wrestling since January. It is now confirmed that he is dealing with concussion symptoms, and it's been messing with him for months. And there is no timetable for his potential return. And one thing that we do realize is when it comes to concussions, there's never a definitive, and sometimes could even be career ending. And we definitely sent out the best for Yuta. That's the reason why he's been missing, and hopefully, he can get in a position where the concussion symptoms go away because it's just a messed up situation right there. And
This is, it's best case scenario though, because I mean, it could have been a lot worse, and he could have been wrestling while
oh
feeling
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Like if this had been 10 years ago, he'd be wrestling right now.
No, yeah, that's one thing that no matter what sport you play now, one thing due to all the research and diagnosis done by concussions and the long-term effects of it, they take this very seriously now. Concussions are one of the injuries where you don't screw around, you don't mess with. You're right. If this were in the 90s, hell, so like people would play with concussions and get a second concussion while playing and do even more damage to themselves. But but still at the same time, concussion symptoms are not fun to deal with. We hope that
No.
we hope that those go away so he's not in agonizing. I mean, anybody that's had a concussion, I believe Trey is one of them, knows they're not fun. They're not fun, and they can mess you up.
Not.
So like no, yeah. So best of luck. Of course, this is just the longest that like their injury bugs are going everywhere. AEW, WWE, it doesn't matter. Of course, it was mentioned about Chuck Taylor on recent Dynamite about it could be a career-ending injury, and of course, being the fact that they utilized it as a storyline, people were saying, "Oh, is it kayfabe? Is it kayfabe?" Turns out there is no plan for Chuck Taylor to wrestle again at this very moment, though it's not confirmed. That is, but however, he did have his first match back in 6 months on an episode of AEW to disprove those theories that indeed it might not be, career ending. Of course, he asked for that match. He wanted it, so he needed it. And of course, currently sort of stronghold into guys. They're no longer best friends. The best friends are gone. It's all like, of course, Trent Beretta. This ain't our Trent. This is Trent Beretta. Screw Trent Beretta. Of course, being caught in that that we don't know how this is all going to transpire, but of course, to disprove, yes, it was mentioned via storyline that Chuck Taylor was supposed to be career-ending, but there's no evidence that supports that. Even after initial reports were, it's not kayfabe. However, he did come back on April for Rampage to do that parking lot brawl. So, guys, it's okay. It's okay. Though the best friends may be gone, don't give up hope on Chucky T. Come on, guys. But still,
the Kentucky gentleman.
Yes, but still, it wasn't the best situation for him at all. And like I said, those injury bugs are all over the place, guys. So like, this is for our next one. This is gonna be a little sour, I think, for all of us. It has been announced that TKO's plans are to move WWE PLEs back to Sunday nights. So there's going to be no more Saturday pay-per-views, guys. It's all like they're saving Saturdays for the UFC events and all that fun stuff. And then, of course, Fridays are going to be the new Slap Fest thingy that they got going on, the Slap League. But it is official. They want to move the PLEs back to Sunday nights. I think I know how you guys are feeling, because I know I'm not happy about it. I like the Saturday events. How you guys feeling about this?
Boo.
Yeah. Like, I think Trey, you said it the best. So like, it was nice to have these Saturday events. The events end, and at least for the standard worker, a lot of people have Sundays off. You have the next day. You don't have to worry about it. Now, Sundays, you don't get that option anymore, because in most standardized working jobs, everybody works Mondays. Everybody hates Mondays. Do you think that this affects PLEs, or is it just one of them strange nuisances like, well, we're still going to watch it. It's just going to suck. Like, does this actually affect how many people actually watch the PLEs now, do you think?
I would think so, yeah, especially people in Europe who it would start airing Monday morning again.
Monday morning instead of,
Yeah.
That's true. So they would not be able to watch it. And let's face it, that European following needs to start being a focus. And Triple H has already said, I want to find ways to mimic that crowd at Backlash, that Backlash crowd. He wants that environment. He wants that, like, and I'm just sitting there be like, well, first of all, you ain't getting that in the United States. The United States fans need to step it up for sure. But like, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. Like, that hurts a lot of the live viewing in that hardcore European network that they've got going on over there. And hopefully they change their mind, and hope I don't know when this takes effect, but I knew this was going to be an unpopular Bay decision, and yeah, like, I hope that they change their mind. They have to, guys. They have to. we're almost getting there. It's all like we're flying right by. What an episode! But before we call it, we want to congratulate a couple of re-signings for the WWE. Of course, I believe it was last week that we announced that Finn Balor was re-signed to the WWE for a multi-year deal. Well, they got 3 more. Of course, they've got power couples Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch officially re-signed. Both multi-year big money contracts. Not surprising there. Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch. None of us were expecting them to leave, but now we know that they're not. And of course, both, like I said, the terms of the money in the years are not all we know. Is both of them got multi-year contracts and signed. But I think, guys, this is the biggest one right here. This is the biggest one. WWE has officially re-signed current WWE World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest to a new multi-year contract, guys.
Well, I would sure hope so.
It's all like, you just never know.
That has to be the his last contract, right?
Yeah. So like it very well could be. I mean, it's multi-years, and Priest contract. This is now officially being broken, finalized now, because his original contract was up. I believe they said was up about a month ago. So like, and they actually signed a re-sign. I think just 3 days away from expiration, they agreed to a deal. Of course, now Priest will have full control over his new theme song. And I'm sure he'll get some, maybe not too much, but some creative freedoms as far as his character as well. But of course, they're not going to throw in their creative control a little too much. Of course, the control's been lax, but I think we can all say that was a smart decision. I mean, Damian Priest still probably at his peak right here. I get he's 41, but he's still got some years left, and this is still a contribution for years to come right here. So,
yeah, like he's gonna be one of your workhorses in the next few years, 100%.
It's all like,
I love the bisexual Undertaker.
I also love the bisexual Undertaker.
It's all like bisexual.
I'm glad we're accepting of the bisexual Undertaker.
It's all like,
we really are.
Yeah. All right, we're going to close things out with a special segment that we got every week, presented to you by the one, the only Earl Grey Trey. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our weekly Bozo Award.
All right, guys. So this week's Bozo Award, I thought about it long and hard for the past,
10 minutes.
probably about 10 minutes. Yeah, yeah, for real, right? And I think that this week's hold on, let me get his name right.
Let's do this.
This week's Bozo Award goes to Colorado Avalanche's winger, Valerie Nichushkin.
It's all like,
who got strike 3 in the NHL substance abuse policy / player assistance policy, suspended at least 6 months.
oh man,
Without pay.
it's all like,
And no pay whatsoever.
no pay,
And
he shouldn't deserve
He's
pay.
being placed in stage 3 of the Players Association Players Assistance Program. And all that the coach said was that they're not going to use it as an excuse, and they hope that everything is okay.
You might need to.
Yeah.
You might need to. Dallas leads 3-1
Yeah.
in the series.
It's all like, what a bozo, Mr. Performance Enhancer. And he still can't get the job done. It's all like,
I mean, even if he didn't get caught, Dallas was still winning that game because we're pretty damn good on the road.
there you go.
Yeah.
It's all like,
Yeah,
but
but-
still, what a bozo.
Yeah, what a bozo.
But you
Get
know it's
help,
bad when
but
when
what
your
a bozo.
when your teammates such as Jack Johnson, one of the defensemen, for Colorado, says he made his decisions. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Fair enough. Jeez, like performance enhanced, like when they get caught, that bugs me the most. It's all like, just come on, you like if you don't have the natural talent to play this game, just take a hike. Anybody can go out there and suck. I can suck. It's all like, but don't try and cheat and all that fun stuff. Like if you suck, you suck. Just grow up. I
Yeah.
tell you, like it bugs me. So congratulations, you will get your Bozo Award mailed to you within the week. So like you'll probably end up selling it for money since you're not getting paid. Nonetheless, that is our Bozo of the week. And that's a show, so I'm going to pass it over to Crow so we can get us on out of here.
Yeah, join us next week where we dissect a human toe.
Damn right.
Wow.
Have a week, everybody.